What happens here most often is that students get so focused on trying to give what they think is a correct answer. Hello everyone, my name is Matthew. I'm an IELTS instructor here at GLN, and today I'll be going over some common mistakes and some tips for students who are trying to take the speaking exam. So first, let's go over a couple of common mistakes that I see from nearly every student when they're preparing to take the speaking exam. So the first mistake is students very rarely use intonation to express their feelings when they're speaking. In English, we use our intonation to express how we feel when we're telling stories or talking about things we love or things we hate. And so your intonation should change to match how you feel. Usually this means going higher for when we feel good or when we're excited, or lower when we are sad or when we're upset or angry or just don't like something, right? And this is a very important part of the way we speak in English. The second most common mistake that I see is in speaking part 2 specifically. Everyone who has taken the speaking exam before has seen the task cards that we use for the tasks that you have to talk about. And all of these task cards have a list of things that you should say. And what many students do is they treat that you should say list as the entire task and only talk about those things. Your focus in part 2 should be the very first line. If it asks you to describe a place, you need to talk about the place. If it asks you to describe an event, you need to tell a story about what happened. And that should be your focus, always. The last really common mistake that I want to talk about today is in part 3. Now, speaking part 3 is the most difficult part of the entire exam, in my opinion. What happens here most often is that students get so focused on trying to give what they think is a correct answer that they forget to do their main job in part 3, which is that you must explain your answers. Whatever your answer is, you have to give reasons to support why you feel how you do or why you think that's the correct answer. Most part 3 questions have no single correct answer. Your answer is actually much less important than the reasons that you give to support it. I hope all of these tips and this information has been very helpful to you today. Please follow GLN for more videos and more tips in the future.